Well, this is definitely a first in the obesity world. In the United States, the American FDA has provided guidance to drug maker Eli Lilly to make weight loss medication Retatrutide available before regulatory approval through a special expanded access program. As I blogged previously, and check out that link in today's post, Retatrutide is a GLP-1 glucagon and GIP agonist called a triple G, and it's demonstrated previously unsurpassed weight loss well into the range achieved with bariatric surgery. It's currently completing phase 3 trials and is therefore not yet approved by any regulatory agency for use anywhere in the world. The American Expanded Access Program for Retatrutide is structured to review requests for specific patients from healthcare professionals who are adults with a BMI of at least 35 despite adhering to and tolerating treatment with the highest available dose of weight management medication. They have to have at least two serious or life-threatening obesity-related complications that are already being treated by standards of care. They need to be unable to participate in clinical trials of retatrutide or similar medications, either because they don't meet criteria for the available studies or they don't have access to a site that's doing clinical trials, and they have to have had all standard treatment options discussed with them, including bariatric surgery. The FDA has permitted special access in the past for medications to treat certain cancers, rare genetic disorders like cystic fibrosis, or infectious diseases like HIV. I'd say special access for retatrutide probably stands apart in that there are so many people who would fit those criteria. I'm guessing that one reason for the expanded access program is because of the rampant use of products claiming to be retatrutide sourced by people from online or overseas companies. Medications that haven't yet been approved for use are not legal to distribute for human use. These online overseas companies get away with selling retatrutide, or Reta for short, by labeling it as being for research purposes only. I really shudder to think about what might be in these products. Is it actually retatrutide that people are getting? Is the dosing correct? Are there other drugs mixed in? Are there contaminants? And so on. I blogged more about sketchy compounding practices in the past. I included that link below, and also an example of fake Ozempic actually containing insulin and winding people up in hospital with severe low blood sugars. That was reported on BBC and other news agencies. I included that here as well. Not to mention that people ordering Reta online from these companies are not getting the support and care from a healthcare professional to guide in safe titration of medication, how to manage side effects, what to do to monitor other medications, which I've blogged about before, and other health issues as well when starting a weight management medication. A lot of this is being driven by social media and influencers who are promoting retatrutide without understanding these potentially dangerous downfalls. So I have mixed feelings about this special access program for retatrutide. On the positive side, obesity and the recognition that many people need medication to treat it is finally being taken seriously as a chronic disease. This program is a signal that regulators and society are finally moving past this just eat less and move more narrative that we know doesn't work. I would also much rather see people getting actual retatrutide from the company who makes it, which is Eli Lilly, rather than risk the dangerous approach of ordering a product purported to be retatrutide from goodness knows where, not having any guarantee of what it is or what it isn't, plus having to manage treatment without healthcare professional support. On the downside, well, we haven't finished studying retatrutide for safety and efficacy yet. Some of the trials have been completed, but not yet peer-reviewed or published, and that's a really important part of the process. I've blogged on some of the high-level results before. All those links are below. And as a disclaimer, I'm an investigator in some of these studies, including serving as the Canadian National Lead Investigator on the ongoing Triumph Outcomes cardiovascular outcome trial for retatrutide. So we don't yet have the full picture of efficacy or safety of retatrutide. Also, the special access program is apparently available to a limited number of people. So how are they going to choose who gets access from the tsunami of applications that they are surely going to receive? So the bottom line here is that the FDA special access program, available in the US only for retatrutide, reflects that obesity is finally being considered a chronic disease that can benefit from weight management medication, often needs treatment urgently, and reflects the tremendous benefit that many people enjoy with retatrutide based on the top-line results from trials just completed. Getting actual retatrutide from the makers of the product pre-approval is better than ordering it from online services or sources with no guarantee of what is or isn't in these products. Caution is really important in the use of a medication pre-approval, as it hasn't yet been through the careful safety and regulatory review of data that protects patients and guides clinicians in the safe and effective use of medicine. As a disclaimer, I'm an investigator in clinical trials of retatrutide, and I receive honoraria as a continuing medical education speaker and consultant from the makers of Retatrutide, Eli Lilly.